This isn't an ordinary flu. Another short, scary story written by FreneticCenotaph in the Short Scary Stories subreddit. It's a particularly bad flu season here. Almost everyone I know is sick. This whole predicament began when my woodsy friend pointed out something strange that happened to him when trying to enter the parks. This guy was a real outdoorsy, self-sufficient type of guy, hunted his own meals, basically lived in the woods, etc. So he decided to drive up to Goliath Park, which had a sizable hunting ground. Upon getting to the trails, he was stopped by a park ranger, one he didn't recognize. The ranger told him the weather was bad and he'd catch a cold. The ranger was adamant he stay home. Eventually, a second ranger showed up who was armed. This was unusual, but not heard of in this area. This other ranger also reacted impulsively when my friend went to adjust his rifle he had slung over his shoulder. This was something you wouldn't do if you were used to being around hunters. He was insistent on the fact that they were military or some security contractors wearing park ranger attire. Before being told he had to leave, he heard a rhythmic burst of gunfire from somewhere deep in the woods. They aggressively escorted him off the property. He told me that he would go back off trail and see what's going on at the ranger station. I haven't heard back. Today I started getting sick. Everyone I know is sick. My whole body aches and I don't want to do anything. It's so hard to leave my bed. This morning, I woke up to get a glass of water and noticed a horrible racket outside. A huge line of vehicles was making its way through town. Construction and military vehicles carrying huge equipment I'd never seen before. Interspersed were these black SUVs. They'd pull off and stop at different houses. This whole process took around 10 minutes and they were gone. The next morning I went to the store for some groceries. I noticed a small bright spot on the meat I'd pick up. Examining the shelf, every single one had the same spot. Upon closer inspection, they had a small hole in the plastic. I checked all of my food. Almost every product had small holes in it. I peeked into the deli area to catch a few men in hazmat suits injecting products with a large white syringe. They both looked up and saw me. When I arrived home, one of those SUVs was outside my house. I know they're going to take me. They're making us all sick. It's not a normal flu. It keeps us in bed and off the streets. It keeps us from going into the woods. It keeps us from looking outside or inspecting our food. I'm posting this before they come inside. They're surrounding my property. Don't trust the supermarkets. Check all your food and try to wait out this flu season. Again, that's another very short story written by FreneticCenotaph, dubbed This Isn't an Ordinary Flu. If you liked it, leave a like on the video, leave a comment for me, consider subscribing. If you've got a full day ahead of you, I hope it goes well, and if you're going to bed soon, then I wish you sweet dreams. I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.